Melissa Wong-Conway, and I'm here with our new host,
Sarah Hannah.
And this is Coast Life,
your guide to the coast side. So for all of you who have never seen our show before, it is an intern-run TV show where we like to keep you guys updated and highlight events that are happening near you. So we're going to be talking about a lot of fun stuff today. And for starters, recently we had the Fogfest.
Yeah, so that was a really fun event. There were over 200 vendors who came out and were showcasing their different wares, as well as over like 50 different community groups local to Pacifica. And a really cool fact about Fogfest is that in the years since 2000, even though it started in 1986, they have donated over $1 million to these community groups that help Fogfest run. So it's a really great opportunity for the community to get together and people to bring their families and just have a really great time.
Oh, that's so moving. I did see a lot of families there, and I got to talk to a lot of locals. A lot of people really care about this fest that happens once a year, and so many people come out just to have fun, dance, eat good food, drink good drinks, and just, vibe with everyone that is their neighbor.
Yeah, we certainly had a really great time, but we want to show you all how much fun it was. So without further ado, let's check it out.
I'm right here in Pacifica tonight, live, right here with you all. Listen to you little boogers sing tonight, man. Oh my God, it's beautiful. How long have you guys been coming to Fogfest?
Ooh, for years now. For several years.
Years?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That's cool. You guys come out here for the music or just like the vibes?
For everything.
Everything?
Yeah, everything.
I did the Fogfest first in 1992.
Oh, wow, okay.
So,
Lots
yeah.
changed since then, huh?
So that makes this the 26th,
Dang.
Fogfest. Pacifica's changed a lot, but it's always been a family festival, and it's always started off with a parade.
Well, that was insane. That band Aquanet played, and people lost their minds. You were mentioning about the music, how
Yeah.
good of a response there was, and how many people enjoyed themselves. I mean, that parade had basically everybody in the community, and it was so beautiful to see so many families and businesses, politicians. It was very cool.
Yeah, I've never seen a street festival have like that strong of an audience reaction, and on both days too. Aquanet closed out Saturday, and on Sunday there was Jordan T who closed out, and he was similarly drew a huge response from the crowd. People were just in the streets dancing, smoking, and just having a grand old time.
Really?
But yeah, so I didn't realize that there would be so many thousands of people, and so many of them local too. So that was such a treat for us to experience.
Really?
Yeah, and it really just showcases how much of a strong community sense Pacifica has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the guys mentioned he had been going for years, and I mean, we're still pretty young. This was my first year, and I'm excited to see how many more years I can attend. And also, it's right next to the beach, which is our favorite, and dogs that surf are a big deal around here. So we are going to be talking about the dog surf competition. Yeah. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned to watch this video of dog surfing.
Coastal Cleanup Day is an international effort where we aim to primarily get litter off our streets, waterways, rivers, creeks before it gets out into the ocean. But also it's a big day for education and building awareness. We really ask that people start to notice what they're seeing out on the beach. There are data collection cards that come with Coastal Cleanup, and that really helps us tally what it is that we're finding out there. People are often surprised that in an hour they can pick up 200 cigarette butts. Our focus this year is on single-use plastics, which are pervasive and all around us, and we really ask that people start to be aware of that. That includes straws, plastic stirrers, plastic lids, the utensils that we get sort of just on autopilot. So it's a big international effort, and we are proud and excited to be a part of it.
Oh, well, we're actually here particularly because it is a family-friendly event. It's really hard to find places to volunteer when your kids are younger than 7, and we're really trying to instill a sense of civic duty and ethic of volunteerism, and so we are actually super excited to find a place that welcomes kids.
buying some plastics and cigarettes and a packet of cigarette actually.
I learned about this because my class offers different opportunities to get involved around the community, and this was one of the options that we could do this weekend. So I was like, sure. And I think we can spread this by talking about it more, talking about the trash around, and making it seem like a bigger deal, because I think not enough people know about it and know how polluted it is around the area. And if they did, maybe they would try to help.
The main concern for to get something out of today is just to really be as eco-friendly as possible, and to maybe even at home just being capable of recycling the garbage that you have, and basically trying to find new methods of to use things in a more environmental friendly way, I would say.
Unless we change our ways. More plastic in the ocean by 2050 than fish by weight. That's alarming. So we have to say no to plastic. That's what we can do. We have the power.
Well, I hope I didn't get you guys too excited about dog surfing, because that was the Pacifica beach cleanup. My bad. But that was also a really big event that happened here, and it's put on by the Pacifica Beach Coalition, and a lot of people came out to volunteer and clean up the beach. And it was a really wonderful time. I had the pleasure of attending and being able to get a lot of the footage that you saw.
Yeah, according to the Pacifica Beach Coalition, after that one day, they racked up almost 1,500 volunteers who picked up nearly 2 tons of trash and over 18,000 cigarettes in just that one day over Pacifica's 7 beaches, which is an incredible amount of trash if you really stop to think about it. Yeah. So it's really great that we have organizations like the Pacifica Beach Coalition out here that are dedicated with plenty of volunteers who spend their time, unpaid labor, to make sure that our fishes and wildlife and oceans just remain healthy.
Yeah, there was a lot of children as well, which is surprising. You have to wake up fairly early to go and do something as nice as this. And, people of all ages can come and participate. So if you guys would like to get involved, you guys can visit pacificabeachcoalition.org. And finally, to the dogs that surf, I just got really excited about it. But
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean, dogs that are surfing, come on. Well, now we're going to have the pleasure of watching those cute little 4-legged friends doing their thing on surfboards. So let's get right to it.
I'm Nick Niles with Pacific Coast TV, and we're here at the World Dog Surfing Championships.
We competed some last year, and then we competed last weekend in Imperial Beach, California, down south of San Diego. My daughter bought us a lesson that was a fundraiser for a pit bull rescue group, and we took him down to the bay and pushed him around on flat water. And I surf, so we'd take him to the beach with us, and then we pushed him around in really small waves, and he absolutely loves it.
I love surfing. My dog hates water, and so I have to live vicariously through these amazing champions of canine surfing prowess. I would love to enter in the future. This is amazing. This is the best sport ever.
Yeah, and if either of my wife's dogs and mine loved water at all, then maybe that would be a possibility, but both of them hate water very much.
This is the best day of my life.
So fun. All of these dogs are more talented than
Bar
us.
none. Yeah, they have many more skills.
My dog is Beans. She's back there sleeping. She's very cold and tired. She did a solo heat in medium, and then she did a tandem, the dog-dog tandem with her little friend Carson. Oh my gosh, like what's not to love about the whole day? Just every dog was happy and bouncing around and loved being out there. It was chilly, but they all just kind of like, everyone came in with smiles, and so just spending time with my dog is the best thing ever. It doesn't matter what we do. Even if I fall down, you know, it doesn't matter. Time with her is probably the best time of the day.
Well, I became involved in dog surfing a long time ago. I'm not a dog surfer or have taught dog surfing, but I wrote a book a long time ago, back in 2005, called The Dog's Guide to Surfing. And that was the first book on the topic of dog surfing. And after I wrote that, I went to a hotel down in Southern California and said that we should do a dog surfing competition. And that competition was so well received internationally that a lot of other competitions were sort of spawned off of that. From people saw it, said that's a great idea, great way to have fun with the dogs and raise money for charity. So there's a lot of dog surfing competitions in Southern California, Texas, Florida, Hawaii, places like that. This is the first one up here in Northern California, World Dog Surfing Championships, and the reason why we have it is because even though they're popular in other places, and we came up with the idea for the first one, we weren't really involved with any of the other ones, and there was none up here. So we said, you know, let's bring it up here. The best part about doing this event is helping to bring awareness to these charities and helping bring awareness to the sport itself, let people know about it. People really enjoy watching it, and it's a great opportunity for people to bring their dogs out and just have fun at the beach, doing more than just running around the beach. It's really a beach activity, so they like it. People want to keep track, they should go to surfdogchampionships.com, surfdogchampionships.com, and they can also sign up for, you know, updates, newsletters, things like that.
Wow.
Right.
Some of those dogs were really into surfing, which I never would have thought would be a thing that dogs really like doing, but hey, like that dog Charlie, he loved it. The way he carried his surfboard into the water, he was so excited to surf.
Extremely talented. I mean, I can't even surf. Can you surf?
I cannot surf. Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but it's quite impressive. I mean, having to get in the cold water, dogs don't usually like water already. I mean, can you imagine how much practice it takes for the owner as well? I mean, I'm sure a lot of time and energy goes into making sure that your dog can shred the gnar. I'm not even sure about surf lingo, but
yeah, but even for people whose dogs don't like surfing, there were still plenty of people who brought their dogs just to play around with other dogs on the beach. So, you know, if you are somebody who likes petting dogs, somebody who owns a dog and wants to, you know, have an alternative to the dog park, definitely check out this event because it was just such a blast for everyone who loves dogs.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. You can take them to the beach instead of the dog park, especially with events like this. I know there's usually a lot of dog events that go on, so I will take note of that. I mean, it is a really nice reason to gather around, and another good reason to gather around for something you love is to gather around your roots. Now, recently there was the Ohlone-Portola trail meeting, and they spoke about how they can improve the trail for bikers and hikers and all kinds of stuff. And
yeah, they really want to focus on the cultural heritage aspects of the trail. So let's check it out and see what they were able to come up with.
Hello everybody, this is Marty Anaya and I am with Pacific Coast Television, and I'm here today in front of the Pacifica Community Center, and there's going to be a very special program going on tonight. As you know, there are all kinds of programs that are always happening here at the Pacifica Community Center, but today they're going to be talking about the Ohlone Indians. They're going to be talking about the Spanish discovery of this region and about a 250-year anniversary of a very important event. So stay tuned. We're going to see if we can talk to some of the organizers and see if we can't find out what's going on tonight. The San Mateo Parks Department is collaborating with county, state, and federal agencies, including Pacifica, as well as tribal representatives, to develop a trail system that will recognize 10,000 years of the Ohlone peoples in San Mateo County, and to follow the footsteps of the Portola expedition into Alta, California, and the discovery of the San Francisco Bay by the Spanish.
So the 250th commemoration of the Ohlone-Portola Heritage Trail is coming up November 2019. Pacifica Historical Society, Pacifica Open Space and Parkland Committee has been working really well with the county parks and Ohlone descendants to determine where that actual heritage trail is as close as possible, because we don't want people searching for artifacts. So where was the Ohlone trail? And that Portola been here before and didn't find anything, so he was smart enough to talk to the Native Americans. So they had a friendly relationship, and they found paths. So they used the same path. So it's the Ohlone-Portola Heritage Trail. And they discovered San Francisco Bay because they were up in Sweeney Ridge in nice weather. And then there's going to be apps along the trail on markers. So you can click on your phone, and it'll give you a little history of what's going on. And then I want to make sure that our local community gets to take advantage of the economic aspects of this. It's a 250th commemoration. You don't celebrate 250th big deals too often, so it's internationally known. And our San Mateo County Silicon Valley Visitors Bureau has been saying for years that the #1 request they get for tourists, would you believe, is Sweeney Ridge. And everybody gives that surprised look and says, there's nothing there. Well, Sweeney Ridge is there, and the view is there, but yeah, there's a marker there. So we're going to improve a little bit on that.
San Mateo County has a unique history, and we're proposing a 90-mile-long regional trail, which would be the longest regional trail in the county, from the coast side to the bay side.
To what end? What are you hoping to achieve? What's the anticipated outcome from something like tonight?
This is an incredibly collaborative effort involving 90 partner agencies and legislators. We have 3 tribes represented, but particularly we're working with some Indian representatives from the Ramaytush Ohlone tribe, from the Purestack village, which is the location of where the Sanchez Adobe was. I did the Sanchez Adobe Master Plan 10 years ago, and we're just beginning to implement it now with a new interpretive center at the Sanchez Adobe. But we actually found somebody who was a descendant from that village 10 years later, and turns out he was a sociology professor, and so he's a scholar in addition to being an Ohlone descendant from that village. And he's been very, very helpful in wanting to make sure we get our history right. So this whole effort has been one of trying to interpret equally the Ohlone perspective, as well as the Portola expedition, as memorialized in the diaries of those who were on the expedition.
Some very good information being shared tonight, and I'm very excited. Again, my name is Marty Anaya, and again, if you would like to get more information for yourself and to find out what's going on and how maybe you can get involved, or at least to just stay plugged in, we've created a link on our website. It's pacificcoast.tv. That's That's pacificcoast.tv. Go there and check it out. Thanks for watching.
Wow. Can you believe that 2,000 people made up this coastal community and all around us? About 10 tribes, correct?
Yes. So it's actually specific to Pacifica was the Aramai people, who were a very influential tribe in this region. So that's really awesome that, you know, Pacifica was home to one of the bigger groups of the Ohlone people. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a really great place to wrap up all of the things that we've seen today.
Really end it with our roots here, why we are here and how we got here. It is really beautiful to see that a lot of people are still trying to, you know, teach us and help all of us learn about what's really going on.
Yeah, so if anybody is interested in having one of their events featured on Coast Life or being covered by Pacific Coast Television, we definitely encourage you to check out our website at pacificcoast.tv in order to learn about what's happening in this area.
All right, well, I'm Sarah Hanna. Thanks for having me.
And I'm Alyssa Wong Conway, and this is Coast Life,
your guide to the coast side.